Well, I'm standing here with Ben out at Heirloom Roses on a very, very breezy spring day, isn't it?
Yes, it's a little bit of blistery out
It
here.
is indeed, and we're going to be talking about a new acronym that you guys have for pruning roses. Now, the basics are the same still, but this is just to help people remember.
Yeah, so we broke the pruning into 5 basic steps with the acronym PRUNE, P-R-U-N-E. The first one being P, prepare the plant.
Okay.
And we'll demonstrate all of this.
Sure.
R is remove all deadwood, crossing canes, and disease.
Okay.
U is understand your plant. What type of rose is it, and what are you planning on that rose doing? N is nothing left behind. Clean up everything.
Yeah.
It'll eliminate disease. And then E is enjoy your plant all summer.
Because it's a lot of work if you're not going to do that one, huh?
That's right, that's right.
So why don't we just jump in and let's start with the first one, the P.
All right. So P is prepare your plant. We're going to go through and we're going to cut off all the canes at about 30 inches. That allows us to see what's going on with the rose and to safely work without getting things in our eyes.
So you're just really basically cleaning out so that it's more accessible for you to get in there and really get the stuff that you want to take out.
Really, it's just cut every cane off at 30 inches. It just gives you an easy spot to start and a safer place to work.
Okay, now we've taken a couple minutes and you are just about done with the first step, right?
We've got the plant leveled down to an even uniform height at about 30 inches.
Okay.
And now we can really see what's going on inside the plant.
So that takes us to the next letter, R.
So we're going to remove all disease, deadwood, and crossing canes. And as you can see in here, there's some disease happening right in here. And it's an old cane. You can see some rot here. And you can see a lot of places where the canes are crossing and they're going to wear and cause weak spots, particularly right here.
Oh, yeah,
These two canes are just going to rub together in the wind. So we want to go ahead and take those out.
In fact, you can already see, if I can move these, you can see where the scabbing has already taken place from last year.
Right there, yes.
And you want to remove that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we'll go through the whole plant and just start taking pieces out.
Perfect.
I'm going to keep using my long-handled pruners. It's a safe way to reach inside the rose without getting poked. And then we're going to come in here. Now, you're going to see me take out some big canes in here. That's really going to scare people. I think people are afraid of taking out big canes, but you really need to promote the newer growth coming up, and it's going to be a healthier plant that will bloom for years.
So Ben, what about the center part of the plant? We try to keep that open, don't we?
Yes, you want to open it up to promote airflow and to keep the canes from fighting each other and rubbing.
Yeah.
So as you can see, there's a major cane right here in the middle.
It's a
pretty big part of the plant. But it's right in the center and it's going to cause problems. So we're going to go ahead and cut that whole thing and take it out.
And so, you had mentioned that people kind of get, nervous about taking out big canes, but roses are very good at sending out big canes again. So this is really only going to help them do that.
Yes, roses need to be pruned back to promote new growth. And taking out these big canes is going to create room for these newer canes to come up and provide beautiful blooms.
Okay, well, let's finish up that second letter.
All right. A crossing cane right here. And I'm going to take this one out right here. And these two canes are going in the same direction and are fighting. This also has some disease on it down here at the bottom. Now again, this is a really big cane, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this whole thing off right here at the bottom. This one and this cane are fighting each other for space and crossing, so I need to make a decision. Which one do I want to keep? And that takes us into the U portion of this, understanding the plant. Okay. Now, I have a path along here that we're standing on, and I really don't want this to come out. There's a lot of thorns on it, and it's going to poke people. This one's a little closer to the inside and still has some good healthy growth on it, so I'm going to take out this larger cane right here.
And we had already cut off probably, 2 feet from this, so yeah, that would clearly be the wiser choice.
Yes. So again, another large cane coming out.
And part of the thing about knowing the plant is that, you would know that this is a shrub rose. Those tend to quite often get big anyway. So if you know that about it, then you can make a wise decision in the pruning.
And another portion of this too is if you have a rose that's against your house, you really want to kind of shape it away from your house so you don't have things rubbing against your siding and things too. So just something else to consider.
So Ben, let's do a few more cuts on this one and then we'll go to the next step.
Great. So with my hand pruners now that I can get in here and safely work, I'm going to come in here and take cuts on the buds at about 16 inches.
So Ben, now this is drastically different than what was started with, and I just wanted to remind us too that you cut about a 1/4 inch above those buds, don't you?
Yeah, a nice kind of an angled cut to keep the water off,
Sure.
and it'll heal well that way, about a 1/4 inch above the bud.
Okay, now moving on to in.
Nothing left behind.
All right.
We want to clean up all of our mess around. On a lot of rose bushes, you'll have leaves and stuff in the inside.
Yeah.
Those are going to harbor spores that are going to create problems later on this spring. Your black spot and mildews and things will come out of those. So we want to go ahead and clean up the whole plant.
And
Get
we're
all
throwing
the broken canes and loose leaves out and rake it clean.
and we're throwing all of this stuff on a thing called leaf hopper, right?
Yeah, you know, this is a great product that my wife and I use in our own home, and we started using more here at the nursery. It allows you to throw all of these sharp canes onto something that can easily be carried without poking, and they slide right off into your garbage
nice.
or into your trailer, whatever it might be. Now, when you're raking like this, you want to be careful about buds at the bottom. There will
Sure.
be new basal break coming, and you want to gently rake around the base of the rose so that you're not breaking off any new growth that's going to help you out this year.
And really, one of the easiest things to do to keep from diseases from getting around your roses is cleaning them up like that.
That's right. That's right.
And then, of course, as you said before to us, remember not to compost these clippings and leaves because that'll add the disease into your compost.
That's right. We throw them all the way away. You put them in the trash and get them off your property.
Excellent. All right, Ben, now we are at E, the final step. What is that?
E is enjoy your rose.
Nice.
You have a healthy start to a great plant. Enjoy those blooms and all the future growth throughout the summer.
And you are giving a lot of classes now every week, right?
Every Saturday we have a Saturday Rose Academy, various topics of growing roses and arranging roses and cut flowers.
Nice.
We're happy to just drop in at the nursery and check it out.
And for more information on this whole process today, you can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website where you can not only print it out for your own use and your friends to give to them, but you can also watch the videos there. Thank you so much, Ben. Appreciate it.
Thank you.